What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Lost Skateboard channel. This is our second episode back after taking a pretty long hiatus. I really appreciate everybody that checked out the first video. It's already got double the views that my last video had when I had stopped doing the channel. Today, we're going to be covering WinterWagon 2025. It went down February 1st, 2025. It was a lot of fun. I love the WinterWagon events. They're probably one of my favorite events every year. It really gets the year started off on a really good positive note. A lot of skateboarding, a lot of really good music, and great vendors. I can't express enough how much the sponsors and vendors really help this come together. And then Skatewagon, just the fact that they're able to put this together, build a DIY park, and then break it down all within about 24 hours. It's crazy. It's an all-day event for them, while us skaters, we do about 8 hours. It started at 12 p.m. and didn't end until 8 p.m. I got there about 12:15, so I actually started skating almost right away as soon as I got there, and I skated and left about 7:45. Again, amazing event. I skated almost a whole work shift, and at 37 years old, I'm really surprised I didn't die. But yeah, anyways, I got to give a shout out to all the amazing sponsors that were there. There's some sponsors that have consistently been at WinterWagon. You got Narhard, Pond Scum Skate Wax and Skateboards for All, Ignition Skate Shop, First Aid Skate Supply, and of course Skatewagon, you know, who puts it all together. Just, I can't tell you how much work he probably puts in to getting these events set up. I'm sure it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of people to really put it together. Also, Necessity CBD. Just a great event. So let's really start off with the music, right? The music was great. Shogun Overlord, I've never heard of him before this event, but I actually really liked his raps. He sounded really good, kind of dark, but aggressive at the same time. I really like that sound. Just always reminds me of like DMX and some of those other rappers that really go into more of the darker stuff. It's kind of like the metal version of rap, right? There was Lissay, very aggressive. I like her music in the sense that the music sounded really good. She's a pretty good singer. She's got some pretty good raps. She tried to engage the crowd. You know, she's got a bright future if she keeps it up. First time I had heard her music as well. Now to one of my favorites that showed up. This was on my bucket list for 2025 to see this band play, which was Chumps. Great band, just a lot of energy, funny. I like the fact that they, in between songs, there's some comedy, and that's one of my favorite things about punk bands is they try to, you know, get the crowd engaged, get them laughing and having fun, right? Songs they played that really stuck out for me is My Ex Is a Bitch, Gooch, and Reagan Can't Skate. Reagan Can't Skate is the song that I was introduced to Chumps with, and it's just one of those songs that every time they start playing it, I've got to stop, I've got to go. That's when I took pictures of the band. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Really gave me a lot more energy to skate when I started having that kind of downward spiral where I was losing my focus, losing my energy. The next band was one that I've never heard of, but it was awesome to see them play live. Really good melodic hardcore group called Coffee with Lions. I went home and I actually had to get all of their discography. Just like the Chumps, I already had most of the Chumps, but I found some other stuff. So I just binged on all that. Coffee with Lions just really had a lot of energy. Little bit older group, but just very good. You guys owe it to yourselves to go see them. If I hadn't heard of them before, now that I have, I'd actually like to go see them again. This year I was really excited for Mid-Rats to play. This is the second year that they called out, and it sucked. I was really excited, but they're on my bucket list for 2025. So I'm going to work on trying to see these guys play this year. Now onto my contest experience. The contest experience was different this year. I had a different focus going into it. I've been talking with a lot of guys that do skate contests regularly, and one of the things they said was like, come up with some lines that you're really comfortable with and that you can practice throughout the whole thing. So I kept working on these lines throughout the day, and I came up with a couple. I had 2-3 trick lines that I wanted to do, and then I had one more single trick if I could fit it in. I'm a slow and steady skater, so I don't get a lot of speed when I do things. I can tell you right now, I know exactly what I did wrong during the contest, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So prior to the contest, I was practicing. I got my lines down. I was landing them. I must have landed them 3-4 times in a row, right? And I was prepped, ready to go. When it was my turn to skate, in the 35 and older, first trick did good. Second trick wasn't exactly on the coping like I wanted to, and when I went to go do the third trick, I actually had too much speed and ended up screwing myself. Got myself back, tried to get myself back on track. Went to go 50-50 the ledge and just couldn't lock in. Almost died. I actually locked into almost like a front feeble. Then the back truck unlocked and I went front board, and it was just a nightmare all in itself. Only got one run. Most years we get 2 runs. This year, I think because of time constraints and all that, we only got 1 run. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in the contest. I always do. My experience is not to go out and try and win, even though that is a perk. It's just to go out and have fun and kind of get over that anxiety of when I'm competing. I'm very competitive, so sometimes I really want to get out there with the guys and just kind of get back to some of the old days. This just wasn't one of those days. Just a quick shout out to that old ginger bastard. Dude just shreds. He was killing it the whole contest. He had such a good setup. Lucky, another older guy, just really put together a really nice run. Just completely freestyled it and just killed it. Jonesy, at C. Jonesy, dude always shreds. Did a hand plant, old school hand plant on the ground, and it was perfect. It was one of the best ones I've seen him do. Additionally, Shanahan went out there and was just shredding. He really wasn't feeling it throughout most of the day. Him and I were talking, and he was having some issues. He made no excuses. He went out there and shredded his ass off. And I just really appreciate the fact that when people have other stuff going on, other stressors, they still go out and shred and with no excuses. Best trick contest. We chose to do it on the little mini quarter, and I died at least 3 times on that little mini quarter. I did end up getting a really nice fakie shove disaster, and it was probably my favorite trick I did the whole day. But obviously it wasn't enough to win. Old ginger bastard and Shanahan really came out shredding. Everybody did a fantastic job. It was really nice to see all these guys shredding and having a lot of fun. I'm really proud to be able to skate with those guys. And I think that's my favorite part about WinterWagon is I get to go there and I get to see guys from Lancaster, from Maryland, from Delaware that I normally get to skate with, but we're all in one place, so I don't have to split up the homies or nothing like that. We all get to hang out, and that's one of my favorite parts about WinterWagon. It's just that coming together, the community, and just nothing but skateboarding and music. It's so much fun. Final shout out to at Tita's Photogram and Skater Owned Solutions. Those guys were doing a really great job catching a lot of the great tricks. These 2 guys in the advanced contest, best trick guy kick flipped over the pyramid to the flat, and then another guy did a kick flip melon grab to the flat. Just insane. It really goes to show why they're in the advanced category and how good some of our local skaters are and how much they don't get recognized for their skating. Everybody did a fantastic job. I love seeing the young guys from a garage door skate park really getting out there and really shredding. Crime Dog, he did a really good tray flip down the set. I think he was really trying hard to get it really nice and clean, but he was still landing it beautifully. Again, I don't think he could have cleaned it up too much more. You know, everybody did a great job. It was a lot of fun. I'm excited for next year's. I mean, check them out. Check out at WinterWagon. Next week, I'm hoping to have a really special interview going with somebody awesome. I'm not going to tell you who it is because you got to watch the episode to know who's coming on. Thank you, everybody who's checked out the first video. It was a lot of fun. I'm actually having a lot more fun this time around doing it. There's a lot less pressure into it. Keep checking out the videos. Keep liking. Keep subscribing. Keep leaving me comments. It's going to keep encouraging me to do this and keep me going. It's really helpful to know that there are people that actually give a shit about some of the things that I'm sharing. If you want to come on the channel, you want to do an interview, please hit me up on Instagram. You can find me at LostBoySkates88 or at the Lost Skateboard channel. All right? Listen, everybody, I appreciate you taking the time to check me out. Have a great night.
I'm party with a couple of mates and I'm checking my phone and it's getting late. I gotta find my friends, I can't procrastinate so that I can go home and masturbate.